should be properly connected. Make sure that this is all set up. Refresh, refresh. Oh, this is refreshing. We will soon be starting up the stream. Come on. My stream should already be live, shouldn't it? I feel like it should. This thing is not always quick to realize that I'm live. There we are. There we go. Alright. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, welcome to you. My name is JGutter1, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds of virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience, as we dive back into the world of Lyndas for another crazy Minecraft scenario to play out before us. There is a lot that I would like to try to do tonight. There's a couple of things that I absolutely have to do. So we're going to try to get on those things right away. Hello, Donut, Cassie, and Scout. Good to see you all make it to the stream. Hope you're all doing all right. We are going to be focusing on one task above all else tonight, guys. We are going to be trying to get experience points for one particular reason. Enchanting. I am tired of using nothing but iron picks and always having to go slow when I'm mining. So I am going to focus on getting some XP so that I can enchant a diamond pickaxe. I want a diamond pickaxe with efficiency. Hello. But of course, we will also be mining for other materials too if we can find them, such as iron. Does anybody know when they added this new form for the bat? They also slowed it down, I swear. Bats are... That was weird. Bats usually aren't that slow. I feel like they got slowed down, on top of being made bigger. No, I do not, Scout, and I wish I did, because if I did, I would be doing that instead of going mining. Yeah, they probably did it with 1.21. I was not expecting... When I first saw a bat show up looking like that, it scared the everything out of me. I'm not even kidding. I was scared out of my wits because I had never heard about them doing an update to the bats. I think with this iron, I should be good for what I need it for. Pretty sure the thing I need it for is mostly hoppers. Yeah, because on this world we set up a... on this world we set up the kelp farm, and I wanted a... I wanted a line of hoppers feeding into this barrel here to pick up the kelp whenever I break it. Hey, I'm not denying that. The bat does look a lot better now that it's got a better skin. Its new form looks a whole lot better. I just didn't know that the bats had been updated, so it scared the everything out of me when I'm turning around and all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is right in front of my face. And I'm like, ah, blah, blah, blah. What the loompa was that, Doompa? I'm not even... And I'm not joking either. That's actually the kind of reaction I had. But with a bit more power behind it. Actually, your chats are showing now, Jerjer. That last chat you did, saying that they wouldn't show, they are showing now. I am curious, Jerjer. Oh, are you saying the Fox Kid chats aren't showing? I wish I knew how to help you fix that. Okay. so iron, 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 iron. Where is the rest of my iron? There it is. That's where the rest of my iron is. There's some more iron. Let's go ahead and cook up. We've got... Ooh! Ouch! Oh no! Oh no! Fox Kid. Oh, Jerjer, I'm sorry. How long have you been on that world? I'm curious. Not old and you had a backup. Well, it could have been so much worse, my man. That could have been a year-long stretch that you had lost. And having a backup is a benefit. Yeah, I saw, Cassie. I saw. I'm sorry you're having so much trouble. I hope things turn back around for you at some point. Oh, a backup from 1 month ago. Ooh, that's a whole month of work gone. Oh my gosh, I am sorry, Jerjer. I'm sorry you lost all that. I've experienced that kind of a fallback, and it is not fun to put up with. Alright, let's go see if we can put some of these hoppers in place real quick. That's what I was after last session, is I wanted to get iron for the farm. Ooh. Oh yeah, then I definitely understand. Okay, that's not good. How am I supposed to put this in? I can't put it in if I can't get under there. Good night, Cassie. Hope you sleep well and I hope you feel better. Ouch. I'm sorry, Jerjer. Oh my gosh, come on. Place it right, darn it. Whoops. Oh. Sorry, man. Sorry you lost all that progress. Again, I've been there, so I know how that feels. Okay, how many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need 5 more hoppers. I need just 5 more. That is all I need. I can make 3. How do I make the rest? Just like this. And I've still got 6 left to put back in my valuables box. Good. Did they really, Scout? Did they? If they did, I'm gonna be shocked. We may have to test that. Hey, Sadmime! It used to be Random Bros. Hello, by the way. Welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, welcome fresh if you are new. Yeah, Spectator has long been just Bedrock, just Java. But Hardcore and Spectator have been rumored to be coming to Java for some time now. If it's actually here now, I'd be shocked. Shocked and pleasantly surprised. I did not know. I didn't know it was on Bedrock now. Huh. I did not know that. 2 updates ago, huh? I never knew. How do you get to it? I'm curious how you get access to it. Yeah, I just read it. Jer. How do you get to spectator mode? Is it a command you put in? Sorry, spectator mode being in Bedrock is big news to me. Something that I hadn't heard about before. Game mode spectator. Huh. We may have to go to Creative World and see how that works in Bedrock. Like, here's my question. Does it make it so you can fly through the world like the Java edition does? Hey, back base! Glad you can make it to the stream, back base. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you are having a good day or night, depending on which one it is for you. Huh. Nice. Yeah, at the end of the stream, I may go on a Creative World and test it out. See for myself how it works. Because I have a plan for this session that I don't want to completely disrupt. That's why I'm not doing it right this moment. Otherwise, believe you me, I would be. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and go do a Creative World and take a quick glance at it. See how it performs. After I sleep. Okay, let's go try it out. Well, that stinks, Random Bros. But I can kind of see that happening all too easily. Alright, create new world. This one's going to be a creative world. Turn on cheats, and we hit create. Probably should do it on a flat world, but I don't know if we can even do flat worlds on this version of the game. So, better just do it on a basic world and see what happens. With endless lives, but your items drop to the ground when you die. Hurry back to pick them up. Yep, that's kind of basic. Whoa! Basic Minecraft. Whoa! Ah, crud. You did this on purpose. I didn't think to make sure that it was single player only. Of course. Well, I'm only here to check this one thing. I don't believe it. Holy moly, it's real! Oh my gosh. It's real. This is real. It's actually legitimately real. I can go through the walls and I can see where all the caves are. I can see where everything is, and oh my gosh. Oh, this is one of the biggest things that ever happened in Minecraft. This is the biggest thing to happen in Minecraft Bedrock in forever. Holy moly. Wow, look at how the caves are. Like veins tearing through the world. Pumping away lava and ores and everything. Wow. I have never seen this for myself before. This is freaking awesome. Let's take a look at this lush cave. Wow. Wow. I can legitimately fly through the world. I can even fly under it. Whoa! Oh my gosh, that's crazy cool. That's crazy cool. Wow. Wow. This is crazy cool. Oi. This is awesome. This is awesome. Well, at some point we'll have to see about getting you added, Scout. We'll see if we can do that at some point. Maybe. If I can get a chance. Wow. I am just stunned. I did not know they'd added this to Bedrock Edition. This is so cool. Being able to go into the walls and look around and see what's nearby. It's like, dude. I did not know. I don't know when this got added, but I didn't know that it did. Holy moly. I'm happy. I'm happy. This is something that we've been asking for Bedrock Edition forever. And they finally added it. See ya, Fox Kid. Wow. Okay. So it's legit. It's a real thing. That's crazy. Alright. Let's get back to Lyndas and back to what we were going to be doing tonight. Wait, let me go to my world. That is crazy. I can't... I am curious when they actually managed to add Bedrock Edition to... Or add spectator mode to Bedrock Edition. I like that. Most monsters only come out at night. During the day, you're safe. Probably. Doesn't say anything about the other possibility. But it sure implies it clearly enough. Makes it pretty clear that there is a chance of being knocked out. Well, I'm going to put the rest of this wheat in here. And then these pumpkins and melons can go in there. Get turned to bone meal. That is just crazy, though. Alright, let's gather up the young cows, the new cows. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've got 8. Good. 8 young cows. That's a perfect amount. That world, I want to say that was Tyrm. Pretty sure that you're thinking of the world of Tyrm, Scout. And Tyrm had as long of a run as we could give it, but it, oh, there's another young one. Tyrm got too laggy. It got to a point where it just couldn't be played on anymore. And I mean, we could not play on it at all. It was so laggy that the world was pretty much impossible to play on anymore. We all wanted to stick to it as long as we could. But it was so bad that I was getting kicked out of my own world all but constantly. So it finally got to a point where I was like, okay, we can't do anything more on it. Because we would be on the world doing stuff, and then the next thing I know, it's refusing to save anything that anyone was doing. So it got to a point where it was so laggy and so bugged that nobody could do anything. No progress was being kept. So we had to retire the world. I didn't want to retire it, but I had to. There was no way to play on it if progress wasn't being saved anymore. So we closed down the world. And in the time since then, we tried doing a realm, I think. I think someone hosted a realm for a while there. That was a thing, but then I ended up having to go on a hiatus in order to take care of real life stuff. In order to prioritize real life. Yes, let us salute the memories of Tyrm. That world was fun. That world was extremely fun. It was a memorable ride, and we got a lot of good times on that world. And also some not so fun times. Most of them courtesy of someone unleashing something they shouldn't have. Hint, hint. Certain individual we shall not name. But, yeah. So, that world had to be retired, and ever since then, I ended up stuck on a hiatus because I had to deal with some real life stuff, and we haven't been able to do another world since, because I've not been online for so long. But my hope is that at some point down the road we can start up a new one and try to do that again. Try to do multiplayer with Twitch subs again. I really think that would be fun. Yeah, I know. I was gonna do... There were a lot of different things that I thought about doing for the mega build. At one time I was gonna do this huge flying saucer that I was going to make all of the interior be a whole bunch of different farms and things. At one point I was going to have it be this artificial floating island. And at one time I was going to have it be that there was a temple down below it, in the water of the lake near our mountain home. And I was going to have there be beams firing from between the sky base and the temple, and I had planned on doing something with that as like a event to send off that world. But the world got too laggy for us to do anything on it. And so I never got a chance to try to finish that build. I really, really wanted to. I wanted to actually build it up. I wanted to make it a thing. But it just didn't end up working out at the time. Yeah, we should do a server or something like that at some point. Again, I would love to do something like that, because that's fun. Stuff like that is really, really fun, and I would love to do something like that again. It would just be a matter of finding time and making sure that we were sure of who was coming online. That's one of the main things that always made me unsure how to handle the multiplayer thing. I would want to make absolutely sure that nobody on the world would do anything they shouldn't, like trolling everybody. Because trolling is one thing I cannot tolerate. When you're out to cause trouble just to cause trouble and get a reaction, that's not fun to me. It's not fun to me, and I doubt it's fun to a lot of you guys either. Being subjected to that is just not enjoyable to me. And I've had too many experiences where someone has done that kind of thing, and I've seen too many things where people have done that kind of stuff and just been like, hey, it's just a prank, bro. No, if you're doing it in mean spirit, just for a reaction or something like that, that's not a prank. If you're doing it to be mean, and then you do the whole, it's just a prank, bro, that's like how Bluto always causes trouble for Popeye and then tries to brush it off like it's no big deal in some of the episodes of that old cartoon. It's not okay. There's a line, and there are too many times where I've seen people cross it and push things that they really shouldn't have. And that's why the multiplayer world, when done, any multiplayer world I host or that I'm part of hosting has to have rules. What's my favorite soda? That's hard. Honestly, that's hard, because there are two that I really like. One of which I haven't had in a long time, and one which I really enjoy, but haven't had in a while. And I can't decide on a favorite between the two of them. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would be, it'd be a Diet Coca-Cola. Diet Cola is my favorite. Not to be confused with Diet Pepsi. I honestly cannot drink a whole lot of that. I mean, I can drink it, but I can't drink a lot of it, otherwise it gives me troubles. Ooh, that's no good, donut. That's not good. Wi-Fi going out on you? That's never fun. I've had that experience, and it's a pain in the neck. It is a genuine pain in the neck. And yes, Donut, I would like to talk to you some more about the possibility of a multiplayer world or server at some point. Alright, time to start mining for some XP. I could make a mob spawner, a mob grinder, but the problem with doing that right now is I don't have a whole lot of resources, and I'm not sure where I would build it. And also, I don't have any enchantments. So the one design I have thought of for doing one of those kinds of things and having a structure around it to serve as its facade doesn't really work with my current equipment, because I don't have enchantments. Namely, I don't have feather falling. I can figure out how a few different machines work, and I often use tutorials like from Mumbo Jumbo to figure out how to build things. But I myself am not what I would classify as a good redstoner. Like, I can figure out how some things do. I can figure out how some things are made, but I can finagle redstone components to make stuff happen with enough time and trial and error. But I am nowhere near a mumbo jumbo, and I'm not that good. But I would love to be able to get better with redstone. I would love to get better with redstone and be able to build up my own machines someday. I would love that. Like, some of how certain redstone bits work, I understand. And how most of the redstone components are used, I can understand. But how to put them together to make a certain kind of build takes me some time. That's the easiest way I can explain my ability as a redstoner. But that is a very good question to be asking there, Random, and I appreciate it. I'm always happy to field questions like that, and questions about Minecraft and other games. If I know an answer, or if I have an answer, I'll gladly share it. Or if you want my insight on a game, or the lore of a game, you're welcome to ask me if I have anything to say about it. If I don't, I'll let you know, but if I do, I will also gladly share what I know. Armor on one of your dogs finally broke, Scout? Huh. Yeah, I had a feeling it had a durability. I'm not sure how long it takes before it breaks. Takes before it breaks. Have I made a rhyme? Yes, I have. Did I mean to do it? Not in the slightest. Am I proud of myself? Absolutely. Yep, I remember. I remember that. I remember you telling us about that world. I'm guessing you kept testing and it finally broke. Alright, random. Good night. You have a good night, and hope we see you in the next session. There is either a cave above me, or a skeleton spawner nearby. And I think it's the former. I would be more likely to believe that it's the former. I don't expect to find a skeleton spawner anytime soon. That would be nice if we did find a skeleton spawner. I've made an XP farm out of a skeleton spawner before. But I doubt we're going to find one anytime soon. If we do, great. If not, well, that's too bad. Yeah, no, it's just a cave nearby. That's why I'm hearing a spider move around too. It's sad, we've found no diamonds yet on this little mining session. No diamonds, and so far, no more redstone. Diamonds and redstone are the only things that really spawn in large quantities down here. Especially the redstone. Hey! What was I saying? We hadn't seen any redstone? Here's redstone right here. Speak of the red precious ore. Yeah, it's a cave. There's not a spawner, it's a cave. I just heard a witch. That confirms it to me. Which is honestly kind of sad, because I would love if I found a skeleton spawner. What builds am I the best at? Simple things, really. I'd say I'm best at making, like, internal bases. Cave bases, I'd say. If I had to pick something to say I was best at, in terms of builds, I'd say cave-based bases. Like, if you told me to make a base in a cave underground, I'd say that would be the thing I'd have the easiest time doing. Because then I can just dig it out and then go back with materials and add to it. Underground bases are what I'd say I'm the best at, in terms of what I've built. Like, for a while there in Minecraft, 9 times out of 10, I would rather build something underground or dig out a hobbit hole than build a base on the surface. It's simpler, and it's relatively cheap to do that. And if you build a base underground, and it's deep underground, you've got a lot of room to work with in terms of building it up. You can dig out a whole lot of little caves and connect them. Block off passages that you don't want to have to worry about. And boom. And you don't have to worry about mobs out in the open that way. And in vanilla, crops will grow in saturated soil underground. So, building underground has always seemed like the easiest way to do Minecraft to me. But that's also why I don't normally do that. Because I want to push myself out of my comfort zone, get better at other kinds of builds, and if building in a cave, turning a cave into a base is so easy, then I'd rather be trying to make myself do something that's more difficult. You know? It's like I was saying to Sadmime on a stream the other day. When you play a game once and you play it through, you don't really care what difficulty you're going for, because you're going for the story of a game. But when you've played through the game once and beaten it, coming back to it later, sometimes you've got that muscle memory, or you remember how the game went, and it makes so that just playing through for the story isn't really what you're in the mood for. And you decide, okay, I want a challenge. So you pump up the difficulty. It's kind of like that. If making a cave base is easy for me, then it's going to be too easy. I would rather give myself a challenge and try to make myself build something I'm not used to building. Surface houses. Mega bases. These are things I'm not used to building. I'd almost say that even making a mega base out of a build that's already in the sky would be easier than just building something fresh on the surface or in the sky and then having to fill it in. Because another thing about doing cave bases is it's like you're building it from the inside out. So you're doing the interior first. And if you want to do an exterior after that, all you gotta do is add on. If you're building from the outside in, that's harder, because you can make the exterior and you can make it look real darn good. But then you've got to work around the confined space that you've already predefined. With a cave base, if you've still got room to dig, you've got room to expand. It's only when you run out of room to dig that you don't have room to expand anymore, and have to reconsider how you're building it. Now, I will say that if I'm doing a base in a mod pack that's like RL Craft or something else difficult, I'll most likely go back to doing a cave base and just dig down and build something underground. Because it's less likely for you to run into something that'll be out to kill you in that event. Because anybody who's played or looked at enough RL Craft can tell you that pack is going to be a hard thing to beat. And you need a base that can regulate temperatures in that game, in that mod pack too. And underground is a lot easier to do that than up on the surface. But I digress. All this is coming from someone who's played Minecraft for only a few years compared to some people who've been playing it for about a decade. So, my perspective may not match up with some other longer standing Minecrafters. And if you want to get advice on how to do this stuff, I would suggest looking to someone who's had even just a little more experience than me. But honestly, that also brings up a thought of what's the most difficult thing to build in Minecraft, and there are two things that I would say are extremely hard to build in Minecraft, and those are angles and round things. Like, if you try to build something at an angle, it's not always going to look how you imagined it. And it's going to be a lot harder to build it than if you were doing something like squared off and straight. You try to do something with angles, especially steep angles. Like if you've got a build that juts out at like a 135 degree angle, or you got something that juts out and the angle is odd instead of squared and right, then it's going to be a lot harder to build that than if you just built in the usual boxy style. And circles are also going to be a particularly difficult thing to do because you've got to make everything work within the circle. And that can be really hard to do. It can be like really, really hard to do. But that brings me back to the key points I've made before about how to get better at building in Minecraft. It's like drawing. Yeah, see, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of circle in Minecraft. Look around at this room. Does it look at all circular? Like, if you were just looking at this, does it look like I tried to round it off? Because I kind of did. But it's never going to look quite like a circle. To make a circle in Minecraft that actually looks good, you gotta make them big. Yeah. This is more like an octagon. It's more like an octagon. But people have done circles in Minecraft, made big, big circular structures. If you look back at Hermitcraft Season 6, when Grian started, his mega base is basically a round tower. A round layered tower. Some people jokingly called it a cake. And it kind of was in terms of shape. It was like one of those rounded cakes that you see people use at weddings, in a way, in terms of design. And it's hard to do that and keep the right angle to do it correctly, because you've got to always make sure that you do the circle correctly. If you get one block out of place in the outline of the circle, it's not going to be proper. There's going to be something off, and you're not going to realize what it is until you come back all the way around to where the circle started. And then if you look at his season, I think it was season 7 base, the mansion that he built, the thing was huge. It was like, take the design of the Luigi's Mansion 1 A-grade mansion and pump it up to an 11 in terms of number of parts to it. There were so many angles on that thing. I knew immediately I would never be able to match that kind of a build, because it was just so many angles, so many details, You can do details good and not have had angles involved, but when you add in angles and can still nail the details, you know you've become a pro builder. And he was nailing it, like, incredibly well. That's why I always say, if people really want to find a good builder in Minecraft, look at Green, or look at Scar. Look at Good Times with Scar. The guy can do amazing terraforming and awesome builds that look organic. The man lived out of a snail in Season 7. Good Times with Scar built a starter base in the shape of a snail and lived in its shell. And it was a fantastical build. It was a blatantly fantasy build. And the guy did it real well. It looked like a convincing shape for a snail and a snail shell. But I kind of digress here a little bit. My point ultimately is that there's always going to be challenges for building in Minecraft, and some of the more difficult ones are going to be things like doing odd angles and circles, doing rounded things and trying to make them look convincingly organic in their shape. Make it look like they're a convincing circle or convincing angle, like it could actually be. I think you guys kind of get what I'm saying here. But the people that can pull off builds like that will always have my respect as being way better than me, because I can't pull off stuff like that so well as they can. I gotta refill my drink. I ran out of water. And all that talking just made my throat dry. See, this is the thing. Ask me a question that I have a lot to say about, and I can go on for a little while. So, for anybody who hasn't noticed that about me, fair warning. Be careful what you ask, because you may get me to talk a lot about something. But that also has a counterpoint to it. Even someone who doesn't say much may have a lot to say about something. It's kind of a weird point on the philosophical scale, but even someone who doesn't speak has a lot to say. I just want to throw that little nugget of thought out there for you. Just because someone doesn't speak doesn't mean they don't have something to say. Just something to always keep in mind. I'm honestly kind of surprised I'm finding so little resources right now. I think I just got used to finding a lot of resources in Minecraft in most worlds, especially down at the bottom of the world. Which is where we basically are. We're basically at the bottom of the world right now. The deep slate layers. That's pretty much the bottom of the Minecraft world nowadays. The only thing lower is the bedrock and then the void, and we can't get through the bedrock, we can't get to the void. The only place where you can get to the void is where you can fall into it, the end dimension. And that's not the same kind of thing. That's the end. That's not where we spend the majority of our time. I really hope that we find more diamonds down here, too. Like, I know my main goal down here right now is just to find anything that I can mine that'll give me XP. But I do hope I can find some more redstone or some lapis. And I really, really hope that I can find more diamonds, because we're going to need a lot of diamonds to make a suit of diamond armor. We don't even have the first thing diamond on our person, and that's kind of dangerous. Especially down here in the caves, especially since this world is still on hard mode. Thanks, Donut. Appreciate it. You have a good night, too. Ow. My ear is kind of itchy. I hate that feeling. The feeling where you gotta scratch your ear because it feels like there's something making it feel weird. It's especially annoying when you got a headset on. Hey, welcome back, Sad Mime. Glad you can make it back. How you doing? Doing alright? I have a feeling this pickaxe is about to break on me. Well, we'll start a tunnel before it does that. I'll be honest, doing strip mining, I much prefer to be going for ancient debris. Because by the time you're going for ancient debris with strip mining, you usually have better gear. I'm doing pretty good. Just hoping to find some diamonds, hoping to find some more redstone, more stuff that I can get XP out of. Heck, I'd settle for coal at this point. Just something I can mine to get XP. Okay, that's the end of the cave. Just wanted to see if there was anything in this cave that might be valuable. All I saw was one diamond ore. Oh, and there's some lava. I wished for more redstone. Here's some redstone. And a diamond. Just one diamond, though. Eh. One diamond is better than no diamonds. Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. In every life we have some trouble. When you worry, you make it double. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry. Be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. And I am. I actually am kind of happy. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying the mining session. I'm enjoying the hangout. Dum dum da dee dum da dum dum da dum da dum dum da dum da dum dum dee dum da. There's the breakage. I knew it was gonna happen. Oh, I can't stand when it does that. Those random loud noises when you're down in the mine. I can't stand when it does that. It's so annoying. Da da dum dum. Da 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 dum ba da dum. Da dum dum. Whoa, 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 whoa. My eyes fluttered closed for a second there. I hope I didn't just lose anything of value in that lava. Yeah, my eyes just flat out closed. I think that says quite plainly that I need to find what I'm down here for and then get out of here. Problem is, I'm not seeing anything of value down here. There's been very little redstone down here, and even less diamond. It's annoying. feel like there's zombies left of me and creepers to the right. Like if I make one false move, I'm gonna end up getting creamed. Hey, Muffin! Glad you can make it. Hope you're doing alright tonight. Hope you're doing well. That is part of a type of subject that we do not discuss on this channel, Backbase. Although I have heard of it. No worries, no worries. Yeah, that's kind of a, one of those... That particular thing you mentioned is kind of a horror thing, and we don't really discuss that kind of topic here, if we can avoid it. I really feel like I should have found more stuff by now. I think I'll start making my way back, knocking out the third block now. The days played thing, Muffin, you'll find it under the world settings, I believe. If you go to game, go to world, game, and then scroll down, it's right here under show coordinates. Friendly fire, show coordinates, and then show days played. And that'll tell you how many days you've survived that you've played through the world. Of course, it's measuring the in-game days, so... I think it's mainly there for people that do the 100-day challenges, where they try to survive 100 in-game days without dying or without giving up. Which is smart on Mojang's part, because that makes it so that Bedrock Edition players can more easily dive into that side of it and actually have an accurate track of how long they've been playing a world. It shows that they are watching at least part of their community. Yeah, if people decide they want to do fake 100-day YouTube videos, I guess it would also help with that. But I don't really know why people would want to do a fake one of those. Sorry. In case you didn't catch it, I said I don't really see why people would want to do a fake 100-day videos. I really want to do fake 100-day videos. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you want to fake it? There's more redstone. Man, the other world I was getting some good stuff. This one is hard run. It's kind of sad. And we come back to the original tunnel. With very little show for it. What did we get from that tunnel? 1 diamond and 1.5 stacks of redstone dust. That's not a lot. That is not a lot at all. That's kind of sad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are such settings. Those kind of settings are a thing. My goodness. Alright. Let's head back to the next level up and see what kind of stuff we've got up there waiting for us. Cool. I got 3 more diamonds out of that. Out of this whole mining session, I've gotten 3 diamonds. And apparently 2+ stacks of redstone dust. So I've got enough to replace my current pickaxe if it breaks. And here I was hoping mining down here would help me get some XP. That was the whole reason I mined down here, was because I wanted to be able to get diamonds and XP. And instead I'm not getting much of either. Hmm. Mining away, I don't know what I will find. I'm mining anyway. I'll be mining all the night and day. Mine away, mining away. Ow, ow, ow. I just stretched and it hurt. Ow. Ow. Nice. Good for you, Scout. Good for you. Hmm. Mm. Honestly, I kind of feel like this mining session was a bit of a loss. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Crud. Keep digging, J-Guard. Keep digging. I think I'm coming to the end of it. Yep, there it is. 2 tunnels. I go a good distance down both, and neither one provides much. If anything. Good grief. Well, drop off the stuff that we did get that we're not taking. And then let's go get the stuff that we are taking and take it back to the house. I just turned myself around. That's not good. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's proof enough. Well, we did get a little bit more XP. We found out about spectator mode. And we've done some mining. I'd say this was a pretty decent session. Short, but we got some good stuff. And that is the most important thing. I think by the time I do the next session, I'm going to look up some mob farm designs that I can do that are just general mob farms. And if I can make them work, if I can make one work, or if I think I can, I will probably try to build that next time around. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you've enjoyed the content that I've been putting out lately. If you have, then please be sure to leave likes, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next stream. And of course, make sure you check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly. Until next time, everybody, I am JGuard01, your guide, bard, and humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!